Hello, and welcome to the point of view stories for Grateful Dead. Today we will hear the story from the mini story lesson, Grateful Dead, and we will tell it from different points of view. In each story, either the time will change or the person telling the story will change. So let's start by telling the story as if it is happening right now or in the present. All right, let's start. Jacob has really long purple hair. His hair is 10 feet long. Jacob has a dolphin named Donna. Jacob and Donna like to race cars. I'm going to travel around Italy. There are a lot of car races in Italy, Jacob says to his sister. His sister says he will not follow through. Jacob tells her she's jumping to conclusions. I'm not a flake, says Jacob. So Jacob and Donna go to Italy and they go to a car race. A race car driver looks at Jacob. Hippies are bad drivers, he says. You're judging a book by its cover, says Jacob. Later that day, Jacob and Donna win the race. It's a bonding experience. When Jacob looks back on the race, it makes him smile. Okay, so that's the end of the story being told as if it is happening right now. Now let's hear the story as if it happened 3 years ago. So let's start. 3 years ago, Jacob had really long purple hair. His hair was 10 feet long. Jacob had a dolphin named Donna. Jacob and Donna liked to race cars. I'm going to travel around Italy. There are a lot of car races in Italy, Jacob said to his sister. His sister said he would not follow through. Jacob told her she was jumping to conclusions. I'm not a flake, said Jacob. So Jacob and Donna went to Italy, and they went to a car race. A race car driver looked at Jacob. Hippies are bad drivers, he said. You are judging a book by its cover, said Jacob. Later that day, Jacob and Donna won the race. It was a bonding experience. When Jacob looked back on the race, it made him smile. Okay, so that is the story as if it already happened. Now let's hear the story as if it will happen in the future. So we will think of the story happening, say, 2 years from now. Okay. 2 years from now, Jake is going to have really long purple hair. His hair will be 10 feet long. Jacob will have a dolphin named Donna. Jacob and Donna will like to race cars. I'm going to travel around Italy. There are a lot of car races in Italy, Jacob will say to his sister. His sister will say he will not follow through. Jacob's going to tell her that she is jumping to conclusions. Jacob will say, I am not a flake. So Jacob and Donna will go to Italy and they will go to a car race. A race car driver will look at Jacob. Hippies are bad drivers, he'll say. Then Jacob will say, You are judging a book by its cover. Later that day, Jacob and Donna will win the race. It's going to be a bonding experience. When Jacob looks back on the race, it'll make him smile. Okay, so that's the end of this version of the story where we talk about the events that are going to happen or events that will happen. As I pointed out before, you can see that we sometimes will combine words when speaking. For example, he will say will be shortened to he'll say. You can say the he and the will are combined. All right, now let's hear the story from Jacob's point of view. So in this version, Jacob is actually telling the story. Here goes. I used to have really long purple hair. My hair was 10 feet long. I used to have a dolphin named Donna. Donna and I liked to race cars. I'm going to travel around Italy. There are a lot of car races in Italy, I said to my sister. My sister said I would not follow through. I told her she was jumping to conclusions. I'm not a flake, I said. So Donna and I went to Italy, and we went to a car race. A race car driver looked at me. Hippies are bad drivers, he said. You are judging a book by its cover, I said. Later that day, Donna and I won the race. It was a bonding experience. When I looked back on the race, it made me smile. All right, so that's the end of the point of view stories for the lesson, The Grateful Dead. Now go back and listen to each version and try to tell the story on your own. You should see how the verbs change and how other vocabulary changes also in each version. Don't worry if you're having trouble. Just take your time and relax. Learning a language should be fun. And each time you listen, you'll understand more. Okay, that's all for now. See you next time.
Hi, this is Kristen Dodds.
And this is Joe Weiss. And we just wanted to let you know that this material has been copyrighted in the year 2009 by Learn Real English, LLC. www.learnrealenglish.com